Everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Hey, today is Saturday and it is raining outside. It's freaking miserable again. Springtime, New York, not my favorite season. It just rains too freaking much. But anyway, today, got a lot to go over, all right? So I hope everybody's good. It's the weekend. Let's kick into this. A lot of things to talk about today. So, what is this that stands before me? The figure in black, which points at me. Yeah, you know what we're talking about today. Yep, this guy right here and his band, Black Sabbath. Yes, today is going to be part one of my Black Sabbath vinyl. And when I'm finished doing this, I'll film part two. You know, the Dio years and beyond, all right? But for today, we're sticking with the Ozzy stuff, all right? Now, I'm sure you guys all got this book by now. If not, you should just take your Black Sabbath membership card away, because if you ain't got this, I don't know what to tell you. What are you doing? Great book, man. The Riff Master. Freaking Tony Iommi, man. God, this guy changed everything, right? Losing his fingertips, having the detuned guitars, which came the biggest thing in the freaking 90s. Everybody and mother using 6-string guitars. 7, 8 strings and detuning and all that other crap. You owe it to this guy right here. All right, so let's do this without further ado, shall we? Black Sabbath, number 1. You all know the cover. This is my original copy. Check that out. $6.98 I paid for this. $7. Insane, right? It's my original copy, man. This one does not have Evil Woman on it. So let's check this out, shall we? The iconic cover, The Witch. Oh my God. Great shit, man. So yeah, this is on a Warner Brothers label. Plastic. Warner Brothers label, man. You know, basically the American copy. But, I mean, from the beginning of this, I mean, just putting on the Black Sabbath, you know, you hear the rain and the bell, and then the band just kicks in and scares the crap out of you the first time you listen to this. Just incredible song, man. Just so original, so dark. I mean, nothing. It sounded like nothing when that song first came out. You know, The Wizard, fucking great song. The Wasp, Behind the Wall, Asleep. You know, basically, Geezer Butt, little bass solo into NIB. A lot of people think it stands for Negativity in Black. I mean, whatever. Wicked World, great. I mean, it's just, this whole album is just, I said what other stuff, killer, no filler. Just absolute classic, essential. You must have this in your collection. It's a must. If you're getting into heavy metal for the first time, this is the album you need to get, without a doubt. The first Black Sabbath album. The Warning, awesome stuff, man. Just killer. I remember hanging out, you know, me and my friends. Me and my friends always hung out back in the day. I mean, we were either behind the schoolyards, abandoned railroad stations. There was a church we hung out behind. You know, it's just any way to stay away from the cops so we could just listen to our radio and just drink some beers and chill. You know, bunch of junior high school kids just looking for a place to vent and talk and just chill the hell out. And, you know, Black Sabbath would come on. I'm going to say the same story with War Pigs, because that's another one. But, yeah, it's just, as soon as that song starts, you know, the mood just changes, you know, the Black Sabbath song. Everything just changes, you know, and the girls would get scared, you know, and us guys are like, yeah, you know, freaking them out even more, you know, what boys do. All right, so anyway, that's my first copy. So after I bought that one, I was always in the record stores. It was religious me every Saturday. Either I was by myself, with my friend Roberto, or I was with my friend Tommy. I mean, religiously, every Saturday in the record store, whether I bought something or not. You know, all through junior high school, all through high school, and even today. I'm probably going tomorrow. So, after going back a few times, I saw that they had another Black Sabbath album, only this one has the Evil Woman song on it. And I was like, oh, me being me, snatch that up. Junior high school mentality, I'm already buying doubles of shit, right? But yeah, so the back, I'll show you the differences. are two different things. This is still in the original shrink wrap. So, you know, the way the songs are back there and the way this one is, my hand's blocking it, genius. Ooh. Yeah, the songs are there. And then the songs are in a little thing over there. I actually bought this from Record World. If anybody, you guys out there remember the store Record World, the pink label, and he always had like the code on the back for how much stuff was from the original shrink wrap. But yeah, so then I end up getting this one, and this side 2 kicks off with Evil Woman. But this is on very flimsy, hold on, I gotta go organize here, very flimsy cardboard. But this is on the NEMS label, Sabbath's original label. You're going to see this a lot today, trust me. Yeah, Evil Woman, man. And, you know, supposedly Sabbath didn't want to do it. The record company wanted them to do it because we don't hear a single cover this song. And, you know, they did. And you know what? I kind of dig it. You know why I like Evil Woman? Because I like the bass line in it, you know? I mean, the rest of it's kind of hokey, you know, whatever. But I love the way Geezer just plays, you know, you know, fucking Geezer's the man. Awesome bass player. But yeah, cool stuff. So that's my second copy of this. All right. Let me flip this over. So I got to keep things in order when I put them away, which is the biggest pain in the neck. All right. Got another copy over here. Coming at you live. Yep. Same cover. Now this one does not list anything on the back. No songs, ungats, nothing. But I'll pull this out. Now, I don't know if this is a bootleg, if this was an official release. I don't know. I saw it. It looked cool. So I picked it up. So this is on this kind of cool evil olive green. And this has Evil Woman on it. But, I mean, it's on the NEMS label. But, you know, in today's technology, anybody can copy anything, right? But this is cool, man. It's like this green olive kind of marble vinyl. I think it's kind of badass. I think it's something freaking hanging there. What's going on there? Piece of freaking real plastic. So it's cool, right? I dig it. Swamp green. Awesome stuff. So that's that one there. Let me put this back in his. Man, I can't get enough of Black Sabbath 1. I mean, it's hard to figure out which is my favorite Sabbath album. Because I love Volume 4 and Sabotage. Those guys are kind of tied for me. But yeah, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, I love that freaking album. And the first one, and then, you know, Never Say Die. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I freaking love that album, man. I mean, I agree the bass should be boosted up a little bit more. But I don't know. Just the Ozzy Years are just, every album is freaking great. Case closed. All right, moving on. I got another one. Yeah, I got another one. This one does not have Evil Woman on it. All right, this is gatefold, but I'll show you the back. All right. If I can open it. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely a reissue. Oh, the one I just showed you in the green, that's 180 grand, by the way. All right, the other two were not, obviously, because they're freaking old as hell. They're old as I am. All right, so gatefold. Let me bust this bad boy out. So this one comes with some, well, this is the album sleeve. All right, the album is not in this. It's in the plastic sleeve, which I like better. It's kind of cool. It's got a whole bunch of liner notes. Cool. Definitely a reissue. All right. So here's the album itself. Comes in this instead of that. And I'd rather keep it in here because it's got the plastic in the middle. Keeps it from scratching. Oh. So this one is red vinyl, which is kind of cool too. There you go. That's also badass. You know, I really wasn't a big colored vinyl guy back in the day. I just, it wasn't my thing. But now I kind of dig them because they sound better than the pressings back in the day. You know, now they're done really well and they're 180 gram and I think they sound cool. So yeah, this is my red copy of that. Yeah. Let me throw this in here. This goes there. Keep things in order today. All right. I got another copy. Holy crap. This is my last one of this first one, I promise, all right? So this is my Japanese pressing, all right, of the first Sabbath album. So this is the front, same cover, right? You got your OBI Gomuzigam here. And then on the back, let me slide this over a little bit. You got, it's got the lyrics, which are in American, by the way. But then up here, You got the songs in English and the songs in Japanese, which is pretty cool. All right, you guys can see all that. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you get the gist. Ooh. So the inside, there's no nothing. Usually the Japanese pressings come with like the little sleeve that comes out with the words and a bio, but being there, I guess they got the words on the back. There's ungats inside. All right. We bust out the vinyl. It's in the plastic. And it's got the mushroom space thing, whatever label you want to call this. This has Evil Woman on it, by the way. All right. It's got this label, which I always kind of dig. I think it's kind of cool. All right. The Vertigo label. Almost looks like the first Boston album, right? The first Boston cover album. Guitar. That's a great freaking album. All right. So yeah, that's the Japanese version. So that concludes my Black Sabbath 1. Now we move on to Paranoid, as you all know. All right? Oop, where's my original copy? The hell's my original? Is my original? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is my original. It's Saturday. It's been a long week. Give me a break. It's freaking raining. Oh, take it easy. All right, so here we go, Paranoid. You guys all know it. It's the front. It's the back. Now, the cool, here we go with War Pigs. Talking about my buddies and I hanging out. And again, this is another song. It comes on and it's just so ominous, and it's got the air raid thing going on and, the whole subject matter of bombing and, generals and all those boneheads planning, and we got to go out and fight in the war for these guys. Even today, it still goes on, right? Nothing changes. But yeah, War Pigs is great, man. You got the single Paranoid, which was like the last thing I think they did for this album. 2 minutes long. They came up with the riff because they needed another song. Banged it out real quick. And there's your hit. There's a lot of bands that do that. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, we need another song for the album. Oh, I'll come up with something real quick. And it's like the biggest hit of the freaking century. It's crazy, right? But another great album, man. Planet Caravan, Iron Man. Seriously. Electric Funeral, great song, man. Handed Doom, Rat Salad, the drum solo, Bill Ward, little 3-piece set, man. It's always funny. When I go, I got something to say. Bill Ward, that guy, I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does. I mean, he's like a jazz drummer guy, but for what he does on all these Black Sabbath songs, I mean, not only is he just a basher. Have you ever seen him play live? Dude, he's just bashing all over the damn place. And his fills, I mean, he's just all over the place, drumming-wise. He's freaking great, man. If you know how to tune in to like one instrument and you just tune into Bill or put headphones on and just listen to Bill's drumming, incredible, man. That guy does not get credit. He deserves a lot more credit. You know what I'm saying? When people talk about Bonham and Keith Moon, Bill Ward is right there with those guys. Open for discussion, but I don't think you're going to disagree with me because he's freaking great. Yeah. All right, so my original copy, it's gatefold. All right, you guys all know what the inside looks like, right? Classic shot. Now, this is on the Warner Brothers label. Nothing fancy, just a typical. But, I've had this since I was a teenager. And this album is freaking spotless, all right? Because you pick things up at the edges and you hold on the edges, all right? You don't grab an album with your full fingers and leave prints and mess up the grooves. Look at that thing. Shiny as hell. And I've probably had this since, 79, 80, when I really started making my own money, doing little stupid paper routes and working in the deli jobs and saving money to go buy albums. Spotless. Because my parents didn't buy me any of this crap. I had to go out and earn it. So going out and earning your own stuff, you take care of things. Because if you screw it up, you know how hard it is to go out and save money again to go buy another one. So all my stuff is in perfect freaking condition because of that. That's a great little life lesson right there. If you want something, go buy it yourself and you'll take care of it better. Simple. It's not that hard. All right. I got one more copy of these guys. All right. Same thing. Yeah, the back is the same. This is just a remastered version. All right. It's got the same gatefold going on there. Classic shot. All right. Let me bust this out for you. There's the sleeve. All right. Now this is cool because it's on like this purple marble kind of vinyl. Oh, what? You want to see it? I got to show you everything. Oh, guys cracking me up today. Yeah. All right. There you go. That's kind of badass too, right? I'm digging it. Now, I don't know if this was part of somebody's Black Sabbath box set collection, which I've talked about 100 times already, where someone will buy a box set and sell the stuff separately just for profit. They don't really give two shits about any of this. Oh, I'm going to buy this. It's got 12 albums. I'm going to sell each one $100, and what cost me $600, I'm going to double it. Yeah, that mentality's out there, trust me. I hope you're not one of them. But yeah, they had come out with a box set a couple years ago. I don't know, the World of Wars or War with Sabbath. I forgot what it was called. And they came out with a bunch of cool vinyl like this. And I don't know if it was, because this is like marble, so I don't know if those were like splatter kind of vinyl going on. I don't know. If you know what it is, leave a comment. It helps. All right, so that takes care of Paranoid. All right. Now, I also have all this stuff on CD, and I have all the box sets that have been released. But I'm not going to bust them all out now, because one, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get to, because they're in my cabinet over here, and I got to move 100 freaking things to get to them. But I'll do an episode of box sets, and I'll show you all the stuff that I got with that. But right now, I got them all. I got the large box sets for the album, and all their smaller box sets on CD, because, yeah, I'm a freaking lunatic. That's how it goes. All right, so now we move on to Masters of Reality. Again, my original copy, $6.98. $6, man. Maybe $7.15 with tax. I don't remember. But yes, my original copy, still in shrink wrap. Gotta love it. You know, it's embossed. You know, the letters stick out a little bit. A little touchy feely going on, eh? All right. The back always had the lyrics, which is cool. Again, the Record World. I bought this at Record World, so that's the little sticker down here. F means, you know, price. All right. This is on the Warner Brothers label. There's nothing inside. Plain up cardboard in the plastic. Nothing too crazy there. Side one. And this has got some freaking gems on it as well, man. I mean, this is just like the beginning of stoner music right here with this album. Yeah. Sweet Leaf right off the bat. Right off the bat. That should be, you know, 420's theme song. Every time 420 comes, April 20th, that should be the theme song. Sweet Leaf. Naomi's coughing in the beginning. Forget it. Into the stratosphere. After Forever, Embryo. I like Embryo. I like how Embryo, and then it goes into Children of the Grave and the freaking spooky shit at the end. Used to scare the shit out of me a little bit when I was younger. But anywho, all right. Then side two, it goes into Orchid. Very cool, man. I love Iommi's acoustic classical work. You know, I don't think he gets credit enough for that. You know, he's all heavy riffs, but his acoustic stuff is freaking great. Lord of this World, Solitude, Into the Void. I mean, again, every song on here is freaking awesome. Great shit, man. Again, like when it comes to Iommi, you know, not only is his electric playing, again, if you listen to, especially when I get onto like Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, if you, again, with the headphones or even without, if you just learn how to just tune in to certain things, I mean, his acoustic work on what's going on, I mean, it's all mixed together with the electric guitars, but his acoustic work is freaking unbelievable, you know, and he doesn't get enough credit for that. Yeah. All right, so here's my second copy of Master of Reality. Right, this one's gatefold. Very cool. This is definitely a reissue because it's freaking heavy. All right, let me show you the inside. Here you go. Another iconic kind of picture. Right. Song titles. This one has, I think it's got the extra songs on it. Yeah, this has outtakes. So this has Weevil Woman 71. It's got an outtake of Sweet Leaf, After Forever, Children of the Grave. Some stuff with words, some stuff without words, alternate versions. So yeah, this had come out on CD, which I actually had first because it had all the extra songs and stuff. So it's cool, remastered 180 gram. This is a double album as opposed to the original, which was only uno. All right. So I show you these guys because they're both separate, so I'll show them separately. So you know, it's got like production notes on the reels, which I kind of always dig. A lot of bands do that. They show you that. It's got a bunch of liner notes. All right. This is just on black vinyl. All right, nothing fancy there. Cool. It's the label. Different Warner Brother label. Awesomeness. All right. I show you the other one. in 2 secs. Sex, as in sex, and as in seconds. Not sex as in, you know, what you're doing with your partner. Ooh. Which on a day like today, never mind. All right. Liner notes, song stuff, and again, just some, you know, real stuff. Again, it's the same thing, black with the Warner Brothers label. Nothing fancy there. But it's cool. I dig it. I dig it. I like the alternate tracks, and sometimes they do alternate words. It's a little hard to hear with alternate words when you're so used to listening to the originals. You know, it kind of throws you off a little bit. You know, it kind of bothers me a little bit. But yeah, it's cool to check out. Now this one was a Record Store Day release, not this one. Maybe a couple years ago. So yeah, Black Sabbath Record Store Day exclusive, first edition, original sleeve, 1970s replica poster, purple vinyl, numbered edition. So when I buy an album that's got, you know, the shrink wrap on it and it's got the hype sticker, I will cut the hype sticker out and put them on these plastic sleeves that I buy at, you know, the local record store to keep them, and I'll just Scotch tape them on there and just to kind of like laminate them. I tape the whole thing. So this way it doesn't get worn out when I'm sliding the albums in and out. Cool way of keeping stuff, you know. Oh, you can use the idea if you want. All right. So this is not gatefold, but it kind of opens up from the top. A little tricky. Yeah. See? Bada bing. All right. Then you pull the album out. Album is out. I show you the poster. Here's the poster. All right, let's take bets on if I can fold this thing back when I'm done. All right, there's the poster, which is basically the inside of the gatefold. All right. Can he do it? Ah, very good, Grasshopper. I'm not as dumb as I look. Don't even answer that. Don't answer that. Yeah, you laughing on the couch. Don't laugh at that. All right. So here's the sleeve. It's got another nice plastic. Right, the other side. Don't worry, I'm going to pull the album out. You'll see it. It's on this cool purple. Ooh, BMG. All right, these guys released a lot of stuff lately. They're doing an excellent job. I know they've done some Saxon stuff, some Priest stuff. Very cool. All right. I'm digging the purple. I'm sure Paul Stanley likes this too. All right. Takes care of that one. You know what? Let me just throw this back in here. To be safe and sound. It's already coming out of the bottom. Oh, your mother's ass. Come on, get in there. It's coming out of the bottom because the bottom opens up too. Freaking genius design. All right. So that takes care of Master of Reality. So now I got this one. It's kind of like a greatest hits. Yeah, you know what I'm doing. I'm fixing the albums so they don't fall. So this is kind of cool. I picked this up at a local record store. I don't know. I really wasn't looking for it. I was just flipping through shit and there it was. I saw it. I was like, yeah, all right. So Black Sabbath. It's on the Fontana label. All right. Show you the back. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. This one's got Sweet Leaf, Black Sabbath, Rat Salad, Electric Funeral. Side B has got After Forever, War Pigs, and Fairies Wear Boots. I love Fairies Wear Boots. Now, back in the early age of high school, right? So, you know, I'm a drummer. I'm sitting home playing air drums, you know, trying to pick up all this stuff and play all the billboards, you know, drumming. Then I sit behind the set and then I, you know, try to mimic it. So I had learned Fairies Wear Boots and basically all of the first few albums, you know, by heart. And I found a guitar player who was into Sabbath and he knew all Iommi's parts. So him and I used to rehearse, just the two of us without a bass player. Bass players are hard to find. So we finally found a bass player. You know, he was a cousin of a buddy who lived up the street from me. And I'm like, yo, man, you play bass? Like, yeah, I love Sabbath. I'm like, dude, you got to come down and play with my buddy. And this dude came down, man, and we went into Fairies Wear Boots. Now, you know the bass line of Fairies Wear Boots. So we start playing, you know, do 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 the beginning, and we get into it. And I swear to God, this dude played everything note for note. Now, we're high school kids. 10th grade, you know? Note for note. I wish we had a singer because we nailed it. It was incredible. That song's just, I don't know, whatever, but I don't get sick of Fairies Wear Boots. It's just a freaking great song. But anyway, back to this. I'm sorry I sidetracked. My brain, sometimes it gets derailed. The train gets derailed. But for the most part, I'm kind of on time. All right. So, yeah, that's this. I'll show you what the thing looks like. Nothing fancy. This is on 180 grams, so definitely this is like a reissue of some sort. But that's the label. Kind of cool. All right. That's the other side. Yeah, I picked this up not too long ago. I think about 2 or 3 months ago. I heard it once. Sounds great. Yeah, so that's that. Attention, Black Sabbath. Pretty cool. All right. Takes care of that. Some stuff I buy, like I'm sure a lot of you guys do, just as collector item pieces, You're like, yeah, this is cool, I'll buy it. And that's really what that's for. All right? So, time for commercial. You know what that means? Yeah, here's a book. Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. The stories behind the songs. This is pretty cool, man. Hardcover, like my head. Decent size, kind of thick. All right? In here, a lot of cool pictures, and it goes from Black Sabbath 1, and it ends at, let me see, 13. So it covers all the Black Sabbath stuff and all the Ozzy stuff. But yeah, cool book. Again, cool pictures. Some classic Ozzy. All right. Back and then, there you go. See, got some earlier days in here. Yeah, some earlier days. All right. Freaking Ozzy, man, with a crazy front man, right? Crazy how he was then to how he is now. I mean, the guy's up in age, but I don't know. I think doing that TV show was a really big mistake for him. That's my opinion, But yeah, this is cool. This is by Carol Clerk and Paul Elliott. I'll give you a close-up. All right. There's the names down there. All right. That's what it looks like. Sculpt. I think I picked this up at Barnes & Noble. I'm sure Amazon's got it as well. All right. Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne. The stories behind the songs. Pretty cool. All right. All right. So now we move on to one of my faves. Not that those aren't, but this one I listen to probably the most. Yep. Volume 4, man. Oh, my God. This album is just killer. Not that those aren't. But Volume 4 is just masterpiece, man. This is my original copy. The gatefold, doesn't have any sort of book in it or anything like that. This picture of Geezer always freaked me out, like his face. It's like, I'm possessed. It's like, what the hell? And how come there's not a shot of Bill Ward in here? I mean, you get his drum, right? It's not even a shot of Ozzy. What the hell's going on here? I don't know. Original copy. I think this is on the Warner Brothers. No, this is on NEMS, yeah. This is on the NEMS label. Boom. Here you go. Awesome stuff, man. I mean, seriously. It's Wheels of Confusion. Just the opening of this album is just killer, man. Wheels of Confusion. It goes into Tomorrow's Dream. Now, I had heard Tomorrow's Dream before I heard the rest of this because I had bought, speak English much. I had Greatest Hits. And then I kind of went backwards and started buying stuff here and there. Long story. But anyway, I already knew Tomorrow's Dream, and I love that freaking song. Even today, I still love that song. Changes, effects always bug me out, Coming home, throwing the headphones on. Supernaut, oh my God. Again, Bill Ward on this album is freaking great. Snowblind, everybody knows Snowblind. Cornucopia, that's a cool song. Now, supposedly, Bill had a hard time with that drum part. Oh, wait, no, wait. Is that where Eagles Dare? Similar, very similar drum beat. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he supposedly had a hard time coming up with some kind of drum pattern for that. But he figured it out great, man. And again, he's just killer on that song. Laguna Sunrise, awesome. That's just another great, just pretty song, man. Acoustic-y, You just see Iommi just hanging out in California because filmed. Recorded this out in LA, California, getting in the vibes. And they thanked the Coca-Cola company in here. I'm not even going to elaborate on that. You know what it means. But yeah, so that's cool. St. Vitus Dance, great song. And Under the Sun. Oh, my God. This album, you know, Volume 4. It's one album you don't mess with. Again, if you're getting into metal, Black Sabbath, Volume 4. Great. All right, so that's one copy. Of course, I got another one. All right, so here's another one. This one's gatefold as well. All right, different photo inside. I know some of them come with like books and stuff. All right, so it's kind of cool. Now, I do have another one that's actually in the mail on its way here, which is a Japanese pressing. And when it comes in, I'll just do it on my part of my, new arrival video. This is what I got. But this one I've got, all right? Actually, I just posted this on Instagram today. So, yeah, I got an Instagram. If you go to Vinyl Man 66, you'll see a bunch of these albums that I just started scanning. Kind of cool. All right, so back to this. So this is the back. All right. Yeah, no extra songs. All right, so I'll pull this out. So let me show you the record sleeve first. So this is the record sleeve. It's got some pictures there. It's the other side, bunch of liner notes. Again, the album should sit in here, but I prefer it in the plastic, okay? I know it's paper, but there's plastic on the inside. All right? Now this is cool because it's on like this orange vinyl. That's pretty awesome. Kind of matches the artwork, you know? There you go. Great album. This is 180 gram. Remastered. Sounds freaking great. All right. That goes there. All right. Now, another album, which I know critics weren't too great about, you know, crazy about. But, again, Iommi's guitar work and the synthesizers that follow him, the keyboard work on here, freaking great, man. Freaking great. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Oh, another great freaking album, man. I know a lot of people up in the air about this, you know, but I don't know, man. It's another album that I love, all right? Front to back, this is my original copy. I mean, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. That was Cliff Burton's favorite song, supposedly, right? A National Acrobat, great song, man. Fluff. Now, the song Fluff was dedicated to, I think, like an old DJ friend of Black Sabbath back in the day, and he always played it at the end of every Black Sabbath concert. Fluff, I don't know if they still do that today. They probably have. Sabbath Cadabra, great song, you know. Sounds like Ozzy's happy in the beginning, you know. Great freaking bluesy riff, man. Flip it over. Killing Yourself to Live. Oh, going to work every day, killing yourself to live. Great song, man. Who are you? Kind of spooky and ominous and great stuff, man. Looking for Today, another great song. And Spiral Architect. That is another great masterpiece fucking song, man. I don't know. I love all the keyboards on here, and I love the way they follow the guitar, and they just weave in and out of the songs. Great shit, man. Great stuff. So my original copy, it's on the Warner Brothers label. All right? Again, I've had this since I was a teenager. Ain't a fingerprint on it, guy. All right? Good stuff, man. Now, I got a few copies of this, but this is going to take a while. If you got to hit pause, go to the bathroom, now's a good time. I'll wait. All right, you're back. So, yeah, here's another copy. All right, this is gatefold. Back, no extra songs. All right, let me open this bad boy up. Now, I think the original copies, because this is an original copy, that's the freaking whack-ass American copy, but the original copies, they opened up at the gatefold, right? You had the cool picture of these guys in here, bugging out. All right. Bust out the sleeve, paper sleeve. All right. Now this, my dear friends, made in England. All right. This is on the NEMS. Okay. Oop, there you go. So this is on the NEMS label. Cool stuff. Now I know, yeah, like NEMS, yeah. Anything that was bought on the NEMS label, like, I don't know, Sabbath had switched labels from their England company to Warner Brothers, and then supposedly they weren't getting paid any royalties with the NEMS label. I don't know. Their Black Sabbath management screwed them over so bad back in the day, it wasn't even funny. Sabbath lost tons, millions of dollars because management totally screwed them up. Unbelievable. Yeah. Great album. Got another copy. All right. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. This is gatefold as well. Same songs. All right. Gatefold, same picture. There you go. All right. Now this one's on a completely different label. This is on a WWA label. All right. This is cool. All right. Just a plastic. Nothing crazy going on. Now this is made in England. All right. Bust this bad boy out. All right. This is a completely different label. Now if you guys, record nerds, you want to go to Discogs and look this up. All right. You're going to see this is kind of worth a little money. It's good shit, man. I'll give you the catalog number, all right? Just in case you're interested. Let me see. Does it say it on the album? It should. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know. Hold on. Maybe it'll say it on the sleeve itself. Yeah. All right. So there's differences. Let me show you the difference between this one and the NEMS. So this one, that's the catalog number, all right? Super Deluxe 003. Okay? That's for this WWA. The one on NEMS, okay? There's the Condoni, right? You got 0. Shit. It's like 6017. There you go. So that's the other one. So that's the difference. But so this one is more money than that one. Again, if you're into collecting and that's your thing, like I've been doing, which is why I have this, some are worth more money than others. All right? Back in here, nice and safe and sound. Now I got another one, which is basically the same exact thing. All right? It's the same catalog number. Everything's the same. All right? But this one, the sleeve, has the words. All right? So if you're going to get the 003 on the WW label, A label, like I just showed you, if you want the liner notes like this, the words, make sure this is in it before you buy it because it might not come with it. All right? So that's kind of badass. All right? Again, it's the same label and it's the same number, 003. Okay? The WWA label, like I just showed you. Okay? Only this one's got the words and that one doesn't. So if you want the words, make sure you read the fine print on Discogs and it'll say with lyric sheet or without. If you want the lyrics, get it. I would. It's kind of cool, right? All right. That goes there. Got another copy. Bust this bad boy out. It's my last copy of this, all right? Again, back. This is gatefold, okay? Same picture. Now this one is 180 gram, okay? This one also comes with the words. All right, there you go. Great album. Now this one is on this orange purple splatter, if you would. There you go. Very cool. I love this one. This one's badass. Okay. You might find this on Amazon. All right. So this is what it looks like. Freaking cool as hell. And I'm glad the words are on here. Not that you really can't understand what Ozzy's saying, but it's cool. All right. So that takes care of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Moving right along. So I got this greatest hits in a picture disc. Okay? It's in the plastic. I always bugged out with this cover. I'll show you my original copy in a second. It's got a picture of Ozzy, laughing. All right. Greatest hits. It's my original copy of Greatest Hits. Like I said, I used to just put this on and just stare at the cover. It's just so much sick shit going on there. Skeleton people and skeleton animals. I'm like, what the hell? Then in the back, all right? Very cool, man. And it's got Paranoid, NIB, Changes, South Bloody Sabbath, Iron Man, Black Sabbath, War Pigs, Laguna Sunrise, Tomorrow's Dream, and Sweet Leaf. And this is on a NEMS label as well. Paper sleeve. All right. Greatest hits. Cool to pick up. Why not? All right. Nothing fancy there. No crazy liner notes. And this album is old. There. So then we got Live at Last, which is next. As soon as I get this back in here. Come on, be nice. There you go. Live at Last. And Shrink Wrap. Right? Now, the live album is okay. I mean, you get a lot of feedback from Iommi's guitar. But it's cool. I mean, it was the only thing live at the time, you know. So, again, single album. Should have been a double, which they finally did. And we'll get to that in a minute. But, here you go. Original copy. All right. Kind of cool label. Kind of dig it. The other side. All right. All right. Saturday, Sabbath day. Yeah. All right. Nothing fancy there. Nothing to see here. All right. So now we go into my other mind-blowing friggin' album. Sabotage. Yeah. Oh my God. This is another album, man. If you checked out my Judas Priest video, and I talk about Unleashed, and I talk about this, I was down at my friend Richie's house, and his older brother had this, and Dynasty by Kiss had just come out. I'll make this story short, because I already told it, but I'll tell it again. And so me and Richie were young kids, I don't know, 6th, 7th grade. So he lived down the street from me. So I went down there, he had the album, he had a better stereo than I did, of course, you know. So it goes down and we throw on Dynasty and we're just like, you know, bopping and like, what the hell is this I Was Made for Loving You crap, you know? Like just totally bugging out over Dynasty. So as we're kind of like in the middle of the second side, his older brother Joe comes in. Jojo, you know, the Time family, oh, Jojo, oh. Comes in. He's like, you know, he was a big Kiss fan, so, you know, he wasn't breaking balls or nothing like that. But once Dynasty was over, he goes, all right, now I'm going to listen to some real stuff. And he pulls out Unleashed in the East and Black Sabbath Sabotage. And he's like, which one do you guys want to listen to? So I'm looking at this cover. I'm like, what is going on here with this guy in the red freaking tights? You know, and the back cover. I'm like, what is going on with this dude, you know? So I'm staring at Unleashed and I'm staring at this. Now, I already had Kiss Alive, right? So I'm comparing Unleashed in the East to Kiss Alive 1, you know, the concert shot. So I'm like, yo, man, throw on Unleashed, right? So we listen to Unleashed in the East. Now, this is the first time I'm hearing this, right? And I'm like, holy shit, this is great, man. You know, like, from the beginning of Unleashed all through and Genocide, you know, those songs are just like killer to me. So after listening to that, he goes, all right, now I'm going to put on, you know, Black Sabbath Sabotage. And what's funny is I remember him asking me, he's like, what's the name of this band? And I'm like, I don't know, Sabotage? He's like, no, man, it's Black Sabbath. The name of the album is Sabotage. I'm like, oh, all right. You know, fucking young, stupid-ass kid. So he throws this on. And right from the beginning, you know, you just hear the mics and then, you know, the Ozzy, someone laughing, whatever, and then boom, bam, I mean, the whole whoosh. It almost sounded like someone turned on like a turbo friggin' jet fan and just whoosh, you know, hole in the sky. It's like, whoa, what is this, you know? I remember just looking at, you know, Richie and his brother. I'm like, holy shit. Blown away, man. Just like I said before, my other life-changing, you know? Then it goes into the Don't Start, Too Late. Now, basically what that song means is what Sabbath was telling their record producer at the time. Like, he would say, wait, guys, don't start yet. And they're like, oh, it's too late. And they already started. So, don't start, too late. That's what that song means, all right? Hey, you learned something today. Oh, yeah. Then it goes into System of the Universe. Another great fucking song, man. Bill Ward, you know, the breaks in between. Dun, 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 dun. My God. And then the acoustic part at the end of that is freaking great too, man. It's like, wow, I don't know, man. The ideas, you know, if Iommi was the guy writing all the music for all this stuff, man, you know, were just brilliant. The changes that Iommi was coming up with, because like one song wasn't just like straight ahead, like, you know, Paranoid. I mean, these songs are just, the changes, the tempo changes, the everything, just the way everything just fit, you know, brilliant songwriting and putting pieces together to make a cohesive song. And these songs are just massive, you know, they're just big parts and just the way they just go into one another is freaking great. Megalomania, oh my God. Why doesn't everybody leave me alone? Yeah. Great shit, man. the thrill of it all. You know, when you're listening to that song for the first time, it's like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. Yeah. And it's all slow in the beginning, and then it just picks up into that fast part, and then the keyboard's just like, you start flying when that song picks up. It's like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You start spreading your wings, and you're like, oh! You know, I skydived once, and that's what it felt like. Yeah, I skydived once. I will never do it again. Ooh. Then, you know, Superstars, big freaking operatic freaking thing going on. Oh, my God, it's freaking great. Am I going insane? Oh, my God. You know, which is, you know, if you want to call it the radio hit, you know, it says radio at the end, but I don't know. I dig that song. I think it's cool. And then The Writ, which was basically that song, The Writ, was, The Writ means, over there in England, it's like a piece of paper. It's like, you know, here's your, it's like a Dear John, like bad news, you're being served a paper by your lawyers. And that's basically what that was, man. You know, Sabbath were angry. This is an angry album, like AC/DC, Let There Be Rock. These guys were pissed off, man, because management totally screwed them out of everything. All right, so this is my original copy. It's on the Warner Brothers label. You know, little Warner Brothers signs going around. Those aren't polka dots. They got the little WB in there. All right. Again, man, spotless because I know how to hold records. There you go. Right? Again, I played this to death. You'd never know it because it's still shiny and it's practically brand new. All right? Yeah. Taking care of things. All right, now I got another copy. Very flimsy cardboard. No extra songs on here. Same thing, right? Bill in the tights. Supposedly he had no pants, and now someone had tights and he put them on. I forgot the story behind that. But anywho, let me show you this. This is on the NEMS label, all right? Made in England. Says it right there, mate. Well, that's Australian, but yeah, made in England. All right. There you go. NEMS label. Cool stuff, man. Great album. I mean, this, like I said, this in Volume 4, I just can't get sick of listening to them. Just listening to them over and over again. And flip it over and start it all over again. You know, not only do I have great memories with these albums, like I'm sure a lot of you guys do with your album collection, but just the songs are just freaking great. All right? Now I got a Japanese version of this. All right? We got the OBI sticker. I keep calling this a sticker. It's not a sticker. It's a piece of paper that slides back and forth. All right? Same thing, no extra songs. It's just a Japanese pressing, which means it was pressed in Japan. All right? And now these guys always come with these inner sleeves. Some of them open up, some of them don't. This one does not. And it's got the lyrics. And then you got this bio written in Japanese. All right? A little black and white shot of them up there. Always cool to have. This is on NEMS as well, even though it was pressed in Japan. Okay? And I've said it before, I'll say it again. One of the differences between the Japan releases, pressings, and the States, the Japanese pressings, the surface noise is a lot quieter than the US pressings, okay? These guys use like different vinyl, and during the 80s, the American vinyl was crap, and a lot of the, I forget what they call the pressing material, whatever it is that they're using to press this down, you know, they just wore out, and you know, they just kept pressing them, and a lot of albums sound like shit. I mean, I have a lot of stuff from the 80s that sound like crap. You know, thank God a lot of them were remastered, you know. And that's why. So the Japanese pressings are very quiet. You know, when you got your turntable going, if you don't have the cover down, whatever, that's, you know, that's the surface noise, all right? I think I'm clear now. All right. Let me just throw this back in here. Now, these plastic things are good, but they're also a pain in the ass, you know. They crumple up and you try to get them back into the cardboard and they make the cardboard bulge. Annoying. All right, I got another copy. This one is gatefold. Okay. Back of that, Warner Brothers. Bust out the gatefold. This is definitely reissue, 180 gram. Right, you got some pictures and some words in there. All right, check it out, check it out. You bust this out. Now, this is the record sleeve that it should be in, okay? But I don't keep it in this because this is like cardboard, paper, whatever you want to call it. So I keep it in the plastic. Nice and nice. This, my friends, is on purple, It's like this purple marble. Okay, again, I don't know if this is from somebody's box set. I have no idea, and I really don't care. All I know is that I'm holding it. And I love listening to it because it's freaking great. Okay? Awesome stuff, man. All right, get in there, because I do not want to screw this one up. Got another copy coming up on the Vertigo label. Get you back in there nice and nice. Let me throw this in here nice and nice. Everything's got to be nice and nice. All right. Here's another copy for you. Single copy. Kind of flimsy. This is on a Vertigo label. As you can see right there. Vertigo. Where'd he go? I don't know. Maybe I should have called it Vertiwent. Plastic. Okay. Again, we're on the Mushroom Spaceship label. All right. So this is made in England. Great Britain. Very cool. Sounds great. This is not 180 gram. This is original vinyl. Okay. Digging it, digging it. So now talking about Live at Last. Past Lives, which is basically kind of like Live at Last, only with extra songs. And only this version sounds better because it's a reissue and it's remastered. It's a double album. Okay. I know, we're getting a technical ecstasy in a minute. First this. All right. Sometimes you can find this on Amazon. Sometimes you can't. Depends if it's out or not. I'm sure eBay all over the place. Even local record stores now have this. It's everywhere. All right. And it's got some cool live stuff, man. Tomorrow's Dream, Sweet Leaf, Killing Yourself to Live, Cornucopia, Snowblind, Children of the Grave, War Pigs, Wicked World, Paranoid. Side Tree. Hand of Doom. Cool live, man. Hole in the Sky, Symptom of the Universe, Megalomania, Side Fort, Iron Man, Black Sabbath, NIB, Behind a Wall of Sleep, and Fairies Wear Boots. Double album, obviously. Gatefold. Get some pics. You got some words going on there. All right. Let me bust one of these bad boys out. Right, so they come with sleeves, the record sleeves, okay? And of course, they're sitting in plastic, so they're not in here, but I'll show you the pictures, all right? I'll show you the sleeve. I mean, the album itself. Nothing fancy going on there. This is on black vinyl. Okay. Warner Brothers label. Right. The other one's the same thing. Just the sleeve is different. I'll show you the sleeve. I'm just telling you the album is the same. God, you guys get so cranky. Yeah. Saturday morning, man. Going through Black Sabbath albums, right? If the sun was out, I'd be out right now. But it's not. Oh, what am I doing? Showing you the wrong thing. See, now you're freaking distracting me. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, this is the other sleeve, all right? So it's got some cool pictures. If you have the CD of this, this is basically the same same pictures. So that's pretty cool. I dig this. I mean, you hear a lot of my homies' feedback, you know, before every song. It's like, and then brown, and then. And Ozzy cracks me up live, you know. Are you high? Well, so am I. And then he laughs, you know. Ozzy, what happened to you, man? What happened to you? All right. So that takes care of Live at Last. Cool live album, all right? All right, now we get into Techno Ecstasy. Now, a lot of people got their opinions about this too. Me, I love it. I dig it, man. All right, again, original album, $6.89. Oh, we went up a little bit. You know, you got the friggin' guys there doing their thing on the escalator, all right? You know what the back looks like. And I have the box set of this on vinyl and CD, just like all the other ones. Like I said, another episode. I mean, Backstreet Kids, great song, man. Nobody I know will ever take my rock and roll away from me. You know, I'm in high school and I'm hearing that. Yes! Listen to that song before I went to school every day, ready to kick ass. You Won't Change Me. Cool song, man. You know, someone's trying to change you and the way you are and everything. Good song, man. It's All Right. Bill Ward singing that song. Guns N' Roses covered that. You know, this version's better. But it's a cool song, man. It's different, you know. And I'm glad that Sabbath took changes. You know, my God, chances. Hello. They took chances and would do stuff like this, you know. Gypsy, great fucking song, man. All Moving Parts. I dig that song, too. I like the rhythm of that. Rock and Roll Doctor. I'm sure, you know, back in the day, there was a lot of that to keep these guys going on tour, man. She's Gone. Ugh, hurtful song, man. And Dirty Women picks the pace back up again. All great stuff. right? Again, my original copy. This is on the Warner Brothers label. Nothing fancy, all right? This is what we got, right? Looks like the Van Halen label, right? Warner Brothers. And again, spotless. I don't even have a record cleaner. I just keep my records spotless. I don't leave liner thing. I don't leave none of the sleeves laying around. Everything goes back in its place so I'm done listening to it. I don't leave the records out. I got the cover on the stereo, so if I am finished with the vinyl, I'm like, all right, I'll put it away later, but no dust gets on these things. Ain't happening, my brother. All right. Got another copy. All right. Same thing, only this one is gatefold, okay? We crack this open for you. And this kind of looks like if you have the box set of the vinyl, or even a CD, it's pretty much the same thing. Only the vinyl on here, all right, this is the sleeve that it would come in. All right, it's got the lyrics. Flip it over. There's the other side of that. Now this one, again, it's got the plastic, that's why it's in here. This one's kind of cool because it's on white vinyl. Awesome, cool, right? Yeah. Yeah, I dig this album. Like I said, all the albums with Ozzy are freaking great, man. Everybody has their own favorites. Some people love Master of Reality. Some people like this. Some people like that. You know, I mean, I have my favorites, but to me, they're all great. You can't beat them, man. Sabbath, the 70s Sabbath, friggin' phenomenal. Not that, you know, the Dio Sabbath, completely different band and great in its own way, you know. But we'll finish with this. All right, so that's it with that. Now we go on to Never Say Die, which a lot of people, this is Ozzy's last album. A lot of people don't like this album. I dig it. I mean, I love the songs on here. Just the recording is kind of bad, you know. It's very trebly, you know. The bass needs to be boosted up a little bit, which comes to another discussion. So, you know, I don't know why Sabbath hasn't done box sets with Never Say Die or Sabbath Bloody Sabbath yet. They've done all the other ones. I mean, even the first album, they didn't do a complete box set of it. You know, they got the extra songs on, like, you know, a double vinyl, but they didn't do deluxe versions. Like, what's going on? We need a deluxe version of Sabbath 1. We need a deluxe version of Master of Reality. We need a deluxe version of definitely Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I don't know what's going on there. And Never Say Die as well. I mean, I get it. You guys, they did the Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules, not technically in a box, but, you know, deluxe editions, you know. But you got to do Never Say Die and the rest of these in a box set. What's going on, Tony? We're waiting. Hey, while we're young, you got to get these things out. All right? So, yeah, my original copy. Now, Never Say Die is a cool song. Johnny Blade is cool. Junior's Eyes, you know, basically kind of, from what I read, is a song kind of like about Ozzy's father passing away. You know, you listen to the lyrics, you kind of get the gist. Hard Road, as commercial as it is, I dig that song, man. It's just an upbeat, cool. I mean, I love the melody line to that, you know, the vocal line and everything. And at the end, they all chime in, oh, it's a hard road. You know, you got your beer in your hand. It's a cool song, dude. It always puts me in a good mood. Shockwave, cool song. Now, Air Dance. Air Dance. This whole album, the keyboard player on this album, I know Rick Wakeman was a keyboard player on Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Is he on here? They got Don Airey on keyboards. But yeah, the keyboards on here are brilliant, especially on Air Dance. Now that song, it starts slow, then it's got this real cool, jazzy middle section. It's like dun 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 dun. Great stuff, man. Then the lead in there, and the keyboards are following the freaking guitar line. I mean, just the whole thing. Then it just mellows out. It's just really cool piano piece. That is a brilliant song. Very dark horse. Doesn't get talked about much. And if it does get talked about, people talk down about it. Just like Judas Priest's Last Rose of the Summer, which I think is brilliant too. I don't know. I don't know if people just like, oh, it's a slow song. You can't like slow songs. Screw that, man. I love freaking slow songs. Air Dance is freaking great. It's freaking brilliant. And you know what's cool? If you put it back to back with Elton John's Tiny Dancer. If you put Tiny Dancer first and Air Dance or the other way around, freaking great. Yes, I do that. It's in a mix on one of my iPods. It's freaking great. Just back to back like that. Perfect. Just an idea, right? You don't have to do it, but it's just an idea. That's how my ears work. Oh, all right? So then after Air Dance, Over to You. Again, it's just cool shit, man. I mean, the piano playing on this, synthesizers are freaking phenomenal. If it's all Don Airey, that makes sense. Don Airey, now he's in Deep Purple. He played with Ozzy. He's played with Rainbow. The guy's played with everybody and their freaking mother. Great keyboard player. And Rick Wakeman's work on freaking Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath is freaking great too, man. The unsung heroes of these albums. Great shit. All right? Over to You. Breakout is kind of cool, a little instrumental. And then it goes into Swinging a Chain. Bill Ward singing. I don't know why this album is underrated. I freaking love Never Say Die. It's another one of my favorites. Yeah. Up yours, you don't like it, eh? That's all right, man. All right, so now I got another version. This is Gatefold. All right, same songs, no extra songs. Right, this one opens up like this. If I can get my hands in there. All right? So yeah, man, Never Say Die should be the next box set. Or Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. I mean, I know supposedly they're working on the Tony Martin years. You know, and you got Live Evil coming out soon, which I have on pre-order. I'm waiting for that. That should be popping up in the next couple weeks. I didn't want to wait for that to do part 2. I have other copies of it that I'll show you. But, yeah. Box sets. Let's go. All right. So I showed you that. So the inner sleeve is basically the same as the one I just showed you. Now, this is 180 gram remastered. And this is on this cool gray kind of marble looking. All right. And yes, I do play these, all right? I play them, and they sound freaking great. All right? Never Say Die. Very cool. Yo, now I actually play this one more than I play my original. Oh, boy. Get in there. Gotta be careful putting these in these things. If they hit the edges the wrong way, it freaking slits open. You want to murder. So you gotta put things away carefully. Take your time. There's no rush. Nice and easy. See, it's back in there. Everything is nice and nice. All right. So then you got another Greatest Hits, which came out earlier. And I just, for shits and giggles, I bought it. I had the original copy of this, and I got rid of it years ago. Sold Our Souls for Rock and Roll. I had another one of my friends, this guy Vinny. We used to call him Tank. I won't mention his last name. Cool dude. And, you know, back in the day, you know, with the denim jackets, we all had patches and shit on the back, and there was an older guy who was in high school, and he was a great artist, man. You would give him any album cover, and he would take about 2 weeks, and he would paint it. These weren't, you know, now they have patches, but back in the day, you had to paint the album cover. You had to find someone who was really good. Trying to find like a tattoo artist. You know, you got to go find a good guy. So we had a good guy in high school. This guy's name was Kevin. I won't mention his last name. Great artist, man. You're like, yo, here's the jacket. Here's the album, if he didn't have it, which he did usually, and you give him like, you know, 25, 30, 40 bucks back in the day, and your jacket would come back, and he would have the painting of the album cover on the back, Iron Maiden Killers, you name it, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and he would, you know, have a really cool finish on it so it wouldn't get messed up in the rain and the snow and shit like that. But anyway, my friend Vinny had this. You know, of all the album covers, he had this. And every time I picked this up, flashback, freaking Vinny, man. And we called him Tank. And a quick story about him. We're walking down the high school hallway, right? I think we're in like 10th or 11th grade. We might have even been in 12th grade, right? We're walking down a hallway. And, you know, back in the day, you had, you know, your metalheads, you had your jocks, and you had your preppies, you know, hence Breakfast Club, okay? You guys ever seen the movie The Breakfast Club? So we're walking down a hallway one day, and all these preppies with their little alligator shirts are sitting in the hallway. They're all up against the wall, and they all got their backpacks, you know. I'm not a backpack kid. I would just fold my notebook up in a ball and freaking carry my books like this. I'm not a backpack guy, right? We're walking down the hall, and here comes Vinny, man. And he just starts kicking all the book bags. You know, it's just like, boom, boom. And they're all looking at him like, and I'm behind him just like, oh my God, Vinny, what the hell are you doing? You know, just terrorizing the hallway. Like, bonehead, what are you doing? Oh my God. This is the same guy, man. He had a van, and we called it the Cheech and Chong van because every time you opened up the sliding door, just loaded with friggin' pot smoke. And another quick story. We ended up taking that van to go get Judas Priest tickets when they were playing Madison Square Garden. And I'll never forget, I had health class. I had to hand in a test. And my health class was like second period. So I go, walk in. I don't go, we're all cutting school that day to go get Judas Priest tickets. But I had to hand this report in or else I would have failed. So I walk into my second period class at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And, the teacher there, she's like, what are you doing here? I said, well, I'm here to hand you my report. She goes, your class isn't for like another 3 hours yet. I go, I know, but I'm not coming in today. And she's like, but you're here now. I go, I understand, but I'm not coming in today because we're all going down to New York City to go get Judas Priest tickets, but I'm handing you my report so I don't fail. She goes, and she looks at me. I can still see her face. She's like, what's more important, coming to school or going to, New York City? And I'm like, are you serious? Judas Priest tickets is more important right now, man. It's Screaming for Vengeance tour. Iron Maiden's opening up. Number of the Beast. Here's my test. I'll see you tomorrow. I mean, she laughed, She knew. It was just funny shit. Oh, my God. Yeah, I got a lot of stories like that. But anyway, back to this. All right, this is a double album. You guys know all the songs. It's got some cool songs on here, Basically the stuff from like the first 4 albums. NIB, Snowblind. It's cool to have, man. I'm in the mood, just want to throw something on. It's a quick mix. It's got the same gatefold like the original. Only this one is in green vinyl. You can probably pick this up at freaking Walmart. All right? I'll show you one. There's nothing fancy in it. There's no fancy sleeves. All right, there you go. It's 180 gram. It's remastered. And this is on green vinyl. And the other one is the same thing. Nothing fancy, but at least the sleeve has got the plastic in it. They did that right. No scratchy. Yeah, go scratch your ass. All right. We're getting to the end, my dear friends, of part 1. All right. So, Sabbath, Ozzy's last album, blah, blah, blah. Years pass, you get Dio and all sorts of stuff. So then Ozzy gets back in the band. They do this reunion tour. All right. So this is my tour program from that reunion tour. Now, I have this album on CD. I thought I had it. Hold on. I got to check my vinyl for a second. Hold on, because I thought I had it. Let me make sure. Human Son, sometimes I might be in the wrong spot. That's all the Dio stuff. I could have sworn I had that on vinyl. Nah, I probably never bothered. I don't know. I thought I did. Whatever. So anyway, tour program reunion. All right, and they had a pretty good set. You can tell. Ozzy, when he was singing some of the songs, he was singing it. They down-tuned the guitars a little bit because Ozzy can't sing like he did in the '70s, hitting all those high notes. There's no way. And you can tell, the songs they chose, kind of, to fit his voice. But they did "Dirty Women" and stuff like that. So that's cool. But yeah, it was a great tour. Yep, 1999 reunion. All right. So now they come out with, which I hope is not their last album. I really hope they get their act together, record at least one more album, because I wasn't too happy with this one. And I don't know how anybody else feels, but first, they need to find another producer. Do not get this guy again. And you know what? See if Bill Ward is up for it. If Bill Ward is not up for it, then pull in your touring drummer. The drummer on here, he did what he had to do, but it sounds very restricted. You can tell where there should be a roll here or a drum fill here, and it's too straight for me. The drumming on this album, it drives me nuts, and it's not the drummer's fault. I'm sure the producer held him back. And when I heard that this guy was producing this, I was like, oh, crap. And sure as shit, I listen to these songs and I'm like, oh crap, like what the so annoyed. I mean, especially when you see this album cover, you're like, wow, man, this is great, you know? 13, okay? Now, I know the producer here, he's worked with Slayer, he's worked with the rap guys, and he did a Metallica album, which sounded like they were trying to be Slayer because of him, you know, and then, you know, he told Sabbath, oh, let's go back and try to recapture, you know, the first 2 albums that everybody loved, especially Paranoid. That's another mistake. Like, why try to go back? You're Black Sabbath. You know who you are. You know what you're doing. Like, what are you trying to do? Why try to copy the first 2 albums? You don't have to do that, you know? No. Big mistake. Big mistake. You know who Black Sabbath is. Go right, man. Whatever comes out, comes out. This album just pisses me off because I was expecting a lot better. All right? I mean, not all of it is crap, but it's just, I don't know, man. Let me stop bitching about this. So you got The End of the Beginning, God is Dead, Loner, you know, Age of Reason, Live Forever, Damaged Soul, Dear Father. I mean, I have this on CD that has the extra songs, and the extra songs, most of them are kind of better than this. And, you know, some of it sounds like, oh my God, this is Planet Caravan, redone again. This is War Pigs, redone again. This is the song Black Sabbath, redone again. It's like, why did you do that? Why? But anyway, all right, so this is the gatefold, all right? And again, the artwork is cool, man. And the orange, yeah, all Halloween-y, and you're killing me. But it has its moments, all right? It's not total terrible. It's not like Ozzy's original Man, whatever the hell that was. I don't even own that. I tried listening to that 100 times. Can't do it. And I like to complete stuff, but I don't see that album getting in this collection anytime. I just, Post Malone, I'm like, what are you doing with this shit? You know, like, why? No reason for it. All right. So that's one side, and that's the other. And, you know, and I know Sabbath put in a lot of work into this. They busted their asses, but whatever, man. So this is on orange vinyl, okay? It's got the old vertical label, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So I'm hoping they go back and make one more album because I really don't want this one to be the last. Please. All right, this is the other record sleeve. Okay. This is the other side. And again, this is on orange vinyl, the same as the other one, same label. All right? All right, enough about that. I'm going to sit here all day and bitch about this album. But it's not, it has its moments. You know what I mean? It's not terrible, but I was expecting more. Yeah, I was just expecting more. Got an avalanche going on over here. Come on, so annoying. Okay. Stay. So then they do The End, the live album, Birmingham. Great place to end it, just like Kiss is ending it in Madison Square Garden. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a DVD and an album and a video and pay-per-view. I mean, who knows what they're going to do with that show, but you know it's going to be recorded, and it should be. So hopefully Paul's voice is on it. Dude, go rest up for a month before you play the Garden shows. Please do us all a favor, all of you guys. All right? The End, double vinyl. That's the back. You know, it got some cool stuff. You know, it starts off with Black Sabbath, Fairies Wear Boots, Under the Sun. Really cool. Glad they did that after Forever Into the Void. You know, they do some cool shit on here, man. Snowblind, War Pigs, Behind the Wall, basically. You know, NIB, Hand of Doom. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. That's where you can tell. They detune those guitars a lot because Ozzy's not hitting them high notes. Rat Salad, drum solo. I mean, just grab the drummer off of here and go record, man, if Bill can't do it. I mean, you should get Bill. And you know what? Grab freaking Vinny. Oh, what the hell? You're better off with freaking Vinny than, you know, we all know where this guy's from. We know his name. I don't need to mention him. I'm not bad-mouthing a drummer whatsoever. He got paid. He did what he was told, and he did a good job. It's just not Sabbath. It just didn't fit Sabbath. That's all I'm saying. Nothing bad against anybody. Iron Man, Dirty Women, Children of the Grave, and of course they got to close with Paranoid. All right? Shitload of records in here. The End. All right? Now I'll pull these albums out because there's a lot going on here. If I can grab the first one, would be nice. All right? There's the sleeve. We got Eyes. What song's on the album? Now this is on blue vinyl. Little Boy Blue. I won't go into the end of that. I'm sure you guys know. If you're a Dice fan, you know how that ends. Little Boy Blue. Yeah, I crack myself up, man. Sometimes I'm my best audience. I'm an idiot. All right. So that's one album. I think there's 3 albums in here. And the video for this is cool. Yeah, that's 3 albums. All right. Tony laughing, having a good time. That boy, Tone. Cool. All right. Again, blue vinyl. The labels are all the same. And you got the Mighty Geezer. Just amazing bass player, man. The Geese. All right. Same stuff. Same blue. All right. Good stuff. Now, in conclusion, right? Ozzy's out of the band. He comes back. You go through the whole Dio years, which as soon as I put this stuff away, I'm going to record part 2 of this. So yeah, I'll be in the same clothes. I don't do costume changes, all right? So Ozzy splits. Dio comes in. Dio leaves. Tony Martin, Ian Gillan. I mean, all sorts of shit, all right? And we'll get into that when I bust them out. But I do have this, which is part of the best of both worlds, Ozzy and Dio. It's called Black Sabbath, okay? Black Sabbath, 1970 to 1987. Very cool. This is a double album, and it's got, yeah, man. So it starts off with Black Sabbath, goes into Paranoid, Iron Man, Children of the Grave. Side 2, Snowblind, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Hole in the Sky, Rock and Roll Doctor, Never Say Die. The other album starts off with Lady Evil, Turn Up the Night, The Sign of the Southern Cross, Heaven and Hell. So it's live. Goes into Children of the Sea, which is live. That's what he okay. Then it goes into side 4, Digital Bitch, all right? Trashed. Then it goes a song from the 7 Star album, the song 7 Star. Then it goes into Born to Lose and Lost Forever. All right? So it covers a good thing there, right? It's got a little Tony Martin. It's got an Ian Gillan song. This is the back of it, all right? So you can see some of the albums there, all right? It's gatefold. Let me crack this open for you. Take a look-see. All right? Now, it says here, it's on Vertigo, but it's got the Metal Hammer, you know, the magazine. So I don't know if this was some kind of special issue from Metal Hammer. I don't know if there was a special order or if it came with the magazine, because I have a typo negative. That was a Revolver, that magazine Revolver special issue. It came with this book and an album, which is kind of cool. But, you know, I found this on eBay. I was like, yeah, man, this is kind of cool. So it's a good way to transition from the Ozzy to Dio years, okay? Paper sleeve, nothing fancy. This is the label. This is not 180 gram. This is regular vinyl, okay? Pretty cool. Some kind of funky design there. And the other vinyl is the same, but I'll bust that out anyway. Why not? Since we're all sitting here. Oh, wait a second. There is a sleeve in here. All right, yeah. So this is the sleeve it should be in. Okay. Some kind of weird shit going on there. I do not know. Get in there. And then the other one. Okay, same funky friggin' design there. The album does not have the plastic. Right? Same label. Regular vinyl. All right. So that is it with Black Sabbath Part 1. All right. There's a lot to cover. A lot going on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I could have talked about, but this will be a 3-hour freaking video. All right. I ain't got all day for that. And you don't either. Okay. So yeah, keep them short and sweet. And we're going to move on to Part 2. I'm going to shut this off, put all this crap away, maybe grab something to eat real quick, you know, drink of water, put these in, pull the other ones out. Yep, you can see a little preview right there. Yeah, great album. So, in the meantime, be good. Have a good day. It's Saturday. All right? Be good to one another. Watch out for each other. Take care. Vinyl community. All right. Peace out, Buttercup. See you in a few minutes.